Huh. Huh. You're right. You're right. I should not neglect the coup. Give the coup pets. Just a second. I'll figure it out later. Alright. More Final Fantasy V. A good JRPG today. We're back with the the Forge of Fiesta. So far, we made it through the Fire Crystal. We went to the library. We got a ship. We crashed that ship on, lost it on Crescent Isle. I got sucked into a whirlpool, and it's okay. We replaced it with a bird. So we are about to bump around the world on a chocobo. Go to a few places, get a few things. It'll be fun. I mostly mean better than Star Ocean 4, but you know, better than Pokemon is the thing I will take. Ooh, finished your Fiesta last night. Nice. Alright, let's get rolling. This seems like me. Alright. So there's sort of 3 places to go. So funnily enough, I don't have a Beastmaster, so the best thing in the cave isn't any good. I don't have any way to kill Skull Eater, so it's probably not a great idea to go in that cave. I'll still go with Jackal, though. It has a piano. And Jackal is the piano I always forget about. But first we'll head up to Bart's hometown and over to Istory as well. Or probably... It's hard to say what the best song in the game is. Well, this is up there. I do think this... I think really the availability of this song is, up to the left. Part of the reason why I consider it one of the best songs. The thing is, the best song in the game is kind of unequivocally Hero's Rhyme, right? More levels, excellent. But you only get it at the very end of the game. Whereas you get, not this song, we're getting this song, but this is not the best song in the game. The Istory has the... Istory? Is that where the sheep is? I think. Oh god. I think that's where you get Toad in Romeo's Ballad. Summoner and Blue Mage are easy mode. The thing about Iruga is you get it much earlier than Sildra, and it's boosted by air knives. And not many enemies absorb wind compared to the other elements, so that's really why Iruga and Sildra are some of the best shit. Hello, hello. Oh yes, for Aero the Acrobat. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, the thing about the chicken knife with Mug is probably what is one of the... It's a really good way around the flea proc. Dance is probably still the best one. You can also dual wield and put it behind a twin lance, which is kind of funny. Another funny way to do it. Alright, give me Alluring Air, which is fine. As a song, it's okay. There are some things that can be confused. It is a useful way to get blue magic. Far better than trying to confuse with the fucking dancing dagger and hoping you hit Tempting Tango. Fucking get confused. Oh man. Anyway, but you know, of the 3 World 1 songs, it's probably... I was gonna say it's the worst one, but honestly, Mighty March might be the worst one. I don't know. The thing on the Regain song is the Regain song is really bad. Except if you have Hero's Rhyme, and then it becomes really good. I never use Call, but I think it's because I have a thing about buying every spell, even if it's bad. Honestly, there were some times when I had a summoner start where I think it's is it Sylph that does a heal for you? Like it's like it like hurts the enemy and then gives you health. Like that was actually somewhat useful for me, which is hilarious because it's terrible. And also, how can you not have Fat Chocobo? So this is Arrow's hometown. You can have a bunch of events here. The main thing to come here is one, the song. Alluring Air is not very useful, but it does have some uses. Some enemies are not vulnerable to stop, but are vulnerable to confuse. But there's the main reason to come here for basically every squad, even if you don't have a bard. And that's it. Out my way, buddy. And that thing is in here. It's not actually this upper floor, I just want to come up here. So if you have a ninja, this is where you can buy scrolls, which is helpful. Scrolls are really fucking ridiculously busted. But no, the main reason to come here for every party, in my opinion, is the half-price items. Yeah, so I always, like, fill the fuck up on items in here since they're half-price. It's a really good way of saving you a shit ton of money on tents and all sorts of things. So, you know. You're gonna get ethers if you want. Not the worst idea for this squad to have ethers, but nah, it's not fine. The main thing about this squad is okay, it's the gold hairpins. There are technically 3 in the game. Practically speaking, the third one's a pain in the fucking ass. So 2 of them are in chests that you'll get going through the game. One in Barrier Tower, one in the Pyramid. One is it. Please don't ram me. Oh my god. So you can, like, by the way, if you've ever had this happen to you, I've done a lot of Fiesta, so it's happened to me. Landing in that forest can get you an encounter, and in that forest is fucking Ramu. So I've had to fight Ramu a bunch more times than I ever should. That's a little early. It's fine, we're fine. Like, without a summoner, what's the point in fighting Ramu, right? And he's a pain in the ass. But yeah, no, I'm going to Istrian with my purple chocobo, and I land, and I immediately get in a fight with him, and it's like, you motherfucker. But yeah, anyway, you do the ring around, you get toads, so have all the level 1 through 3 black magic. This one we can't get yet. We're getting it fairly soon. But the main reason to come here with the bard is to get... I think this might be the best song in terms of availability and effect. Oh, the spell after protect? Okay, well, I will show you today what it is. It is in a chest somewhere. We'll be seeing it probably about 15-20 minutes, I think. I have to go to Jackal first, but we do the next story bit, we do a boss, then we go through the desert. Once we go through the desert, you get teleported, and that's where we'll find that spell. Alright, so the path to Jackal... I'm not gonna go in the cave. I often do go in the cave. Look, I've been trapped by mountains. A cave. This is a poor decision. Oh no, I can't even get out this way. Ugh. Yeah, it's Mini. You shouldn't have a space in there if you got Mini. That's where Mini is. Pretty sure. Yeah, right, that's Mini. Oh, that's weird. I've never seen it, Oh my god, I got the main Goshan. Let me rectify that. Frost Run. These guys are not weak to ice, I don't think. Flame Rod, they might be healed by fire, though. Bombs. Alright. No, they actually don't care about fire either. Excellent. Alright, well. You also have Flame Rod on. I'll replace that with a Frost Rod. Yeah. It's very funny. They do not heal. Yeah, bombs are absolutely wildly inconsistent across the series for the resistances. These guys have nothing. They are not weak to ice, and they are not resistant to or absorb fire, which is very funny. Yes, a lot of the guys are. So there is actually, when it comes to blue magic, there is nothing in the game that cannot be gotten with Confuse. If they say it needs control, there are places you can still get it with Confuse. You might need to do some fucking shenanigans, but you do not need a Beastmaster for any blue magic. You can get them all with just normal or with confusion. I have a spreadsheet for it. Let's go in the pub, let's piano flex. It's the thing about control, like, really the benefit of control is that you can get spells, blue magic spells, much earlier. You can also dance. So you can get 1,000 Needles and White Wind, I think, are the big ones that you can get much earlier with Control. I think you can also get White Wind with Confusion, but you cannot get 1,000 Needles with Confusion. Because the thing about when you confuse an enemy, it will 1,000 Needles itself, and it cannot be reflected. Luckily, there's an enemy later on in the game that just uses 1,000 Needles on you. But having a Beastmaster means you can get 1,000 Needles in World 1, whereas 1,000 Needles, if you don't have Control, is an enemy in World 3. Oh yes, I do have Stage of Surpluses, let's put them on. Yeah, it's easy enough. It's the Lamias in the pyramid are the ones that use it on you. By the time you get to those Lamias, you have Iroga with air knives. So 1,000 Needles is like piss. It really is like, there really isn't anything 1,000 Needles will do for you in World 3. It is incredibly good for World 2. 1,000 non-elemental damage at the start of World 2 is actually really good. But, so this is where all the white magic is, by the way, if you've missed picking it up earlier. Like, say you are getting your jobs one at a time, like you're supposed to. Here's where you pick up all the white magic you can buy. Ugh. So, think about these bio soldiers, right? Do not kill one and leave one alive. So they don't use bio unless they're the only enemy still on the field. They will just use normal attacks and stuff, but if you kill one and the other's still alive, it will fucking cast bio on you, and bio at this point in the game is fucking deadly. So those guys are real jerks. I think that guy is... I think the dual wizards are weak to ice. A big part of having Red Mage Summoner is you don't care about anything. Dual casting Sildra is one of the stupidest combos you can do in the game. You just want to do like 5,000 damage to everything on the screen? Yeah, that's you. I think the thing is, like, it doesn't party wipe you, but it will kill a couple of your party members. It will kill someone and you'll be like, fuck. And then, like, Phoenix Downs are 1,000 gil at this point. You know, they're 1,000 gil always, but Phoenix Downs are fucking painful by at this point. I'm a white mage, so I don't care. I have raised, right? But, like, a lot of other parties, I have accidentally taken a bio to the face and been like, well, that's a Phoenix Down I didn't need to use. So the thing about why I use Sildra over the others, so the thing about Sildra is more powerful. I can get the actual stats up here. It's more powerful than your other elemental spells. It's actually, I think, might do more damage to most enemies than even, like, you know, like Ramu hitting a weakness, because the early summons are just that underpowered by that point. You can boost it really easily with an air knife. You don't even need the Magus Rod. You can, if you have the air knife on someone, they're getting 1.5 times on that wind. Very few, but not none, enemies absorb or resist wind, which is very helpful. So at the 1.5 times on a neutral wind enemy, you're going to be doing about the same damage as straight up Bahamut for less MP. Much less MP. Yeah, every summon has a base power. Oh, this one doesn't tell me it though, that's a shame. It's better than Leviathan because Leviathan is water, and water is... you can't boost water very easily. There's like only one way to boost water, and I think it's a chemist mix. You know, water is a strange element in this. But yeah, Sildra costs 32 MP. Oh, there it is, 165 base power. Leviathan is 195, but you can see that at 1.5 times, you know, your base power is essentially 248-ish, whatever. It's not exactly how it works because of where the 1.5 times comes in, but kind of think of that equivalently. Bahamut has 250 base power and is non-elemental, but it costs 66 MP a shot. I at this point have 120 MP. But at the end of the game, you're gonna be at 400 at most. So Bahamut will drain you very quickly, whereas an air-knifed Sildra is gonna be doing about the same damage, or half the MP cost. The place where Sildra falls down is, if the enemy has really high magic defense. I mean, that all summons are really bad against anyone with a high magic defense, because summons are inherently AoE, which splits their damage. But if you're going up against Omega, say, do not use Sildra, use Ramuh, because Ramuh eliminates all his defense, magic defense. It's still a bad idea, you don't do much damage with Ramuh. I was doing 2,000 damage to him with a single Ramuh at level 82. It really shows you the AoE cost of summons versus your black magic on a single target. Or summons are more powerful than black magic, it's just they're inherently AoE. Which gets a penalty. Yeah, Phoenix is really expensive, and I don't know if I've ever used it. It's 105 base damage with fire element. So it's better than Ifrit at that point, because Ifrit only has, what, 45? Yeah, 45. So you can see that, like, Ramuh has base 53 power, so even if you double that for a weakness, that's not as much damage as Sildra, even at base. Bravely Default and its sequels are extremely funny for having extremely broken combos. Golem is incredibly useful. Summoner is, I think it would be very difficult to just say, like, one class is flat out better than any other class in this game. But I do think Summoner is absolutely up there for one of the best. The problem is that Summoner does have places where it's not very good, though. There are plenty of bosses that Summoner does not have... Ugh, fuck off. Summoner does not have an answer to. But hey, that's what your other classes are for, right? But Golem and Carbuncle are incredibly good. Yeah, I know, I miss Thief. I had Thief last run as well. I miss it. I miss the no back. Every time I do it, I'm like, Thief's alright. Then I do my next run, I don't have Thief, and all the back attacks come in. And it's like, ugh. I mean, the thing is, when you think best classes in the game, what is up there is things like Black Mage, Summoner, Bard, Chemist. You think of a lot of 750 jobs before you think of no 750 jobs. Like how we say is, don't use magic, you can use magic. I'm going to be using magic. It's fine. We all have... What safe state am I on at this point? Excuse me for a moment. 7. You got it. Just don't use AoE. So the main thing about him is if you hit his holes, he gets mad at you and he counters you with, like, sap, and it's a pain in the ass. Actually, with time... Yeah, let's do some hasting. Might as well, right? Flea is good, but Time Mage here has the equivalent of Flea. So like, you know, it's Flea is not unique to Thief. I mean, the skill Flea is, but there's smoke on ninjas, and Time Mages get teleport, all of which do the same thing of running you from a fight. It's very funny that Mid's like, don't use magic or you'll be sorry, and it really, he really should say don't use AoE. But even then, you're probably still fine, honestly. I mean, the main thing is the really awful thing in this fight is Berserker. If you don't have Berserker, fucking kill them before this fight. There's Quicksand, baby! There's the awful part of this fight. So yeah, the really bad thing about Quicksand is that it inflicts sap on you. Does it? Or does it just hurt? Yeah, it does. There we go. So not only is it AoE, not only does it hit your entire party, which if you don't have white magic, you don't fucking have, well, there are a few yeah, you have animals, which can help, which sometimes gives you a heal. I guess without white magic, you don't have a consistent party-wide heal. You only have potions, which heal 50, and that is garbage day. So you don't really want him. His counter, actually, I'll show it off because we might as well, right? I have a white mage. I can show this off. What happens if you hit a hole? Oh, you didn't do it? Come on. Come on, you little shit. Come on. Maybe you need to do the AoE part. Well, there must just be a chance, then. This might kill him, but... Oh, he really doesn't do it. So, when you hit a hole, what he's supposed to do is use gravity on you. So, or damage, depending on what version you're on. And what that does is that cuts your health. I don't know if it's in half, but it does... damage equals like half your current HP or something like that. You know, it's basically dependent on your HP. Which, when you have Quicksand and you have Sap on you and you don't have a white mage, awful. Just the worst. Just wretched. And yeah, the quad Zerker in this fight. So the problem is he does it when you hit hull. Which wouldn't do it, the fucker. So the problem with Berserkers is they're not controllable. They will hit holes instead of him. They will get damaged, and they will just fucking die. So if you have a Berserker, kill them. Kill them? Get rid of them. I guess if you have a white mage, it's not a problem. If you don't have a white mage and you have a Berserker, just kill them for this fight. That's advice for a decent number of fights with a Berserker. It's just like, just kill them off. They're not helpful to you. They're actively a hindrance. Get rid of them. Tell them to get out. Alright, Sandworm down. So you can use magic on him just fine. Of course, the best thing to do is if you have a Beastmaster, you go to the desert and you pick up one of the chimeras there. They do Aqua Breath. Water does 8 times damage to desert enemies. You can also learn Aqua Breath as a blue mage, also really good. A solo Berserker run must have to get to ridiculous levels in order to beat the Sandworm. It's doable, someone has done it. There's a list of, like, someone's done solo runs for, like, every class in the game. So they must have done Berserker. Yeah, Sula. What level was he for solo Sandworm? Level 35. No, he wasn't level 35 when he beat it. He was level 35 when he started. He was level 47 solo berserkering this fight. Oh, that's painful. That's just mean. Yeah, you fight with a berserker, you mage master him. Has to proc every time though, and I believe it's a 1/3. I don't think the solo run did Omniscient, because you don't have to. In fact, there's really no reason to, do Rogue Wizard. You're solo berserker. Fork Tower's not required, no. You can go with the Void. You can go with the Void immediately in World 3. The only thing you have to do in World 3 is the Pyramid. As soon as you get the airship, you can go with the Void. Nothing is mandatory in World 3. Apart from literally the Pyramid. A tent? It's a tent. We're fine. We're about to, get a free heal anyway, so... No, it's very funny how almost the entirety of World 3, is completely optional. Fork Tower gets you, access to the submarine, which gets you access to the other 2 tablet dungeons. If you have a full team of physical units, like if you don't have any magic, there's not really any reason to go on the submarine, unless, you have like, I don't know, an all tablets incentive or something. There are ways for teams that don't have magic to get past Omniscient. They all suck nuts. There's like a few weapons, in those 2 dungeons. I'm trying to think. Probably Istri Falls has like an Aegis Shield. Has a couple of neat weapons in it, but, I honestly think trying to get past Rogue Wizards without magic is harder than basically anything you'll be, like, doing. Oh, yes! The festival requires Fork Tower mine. Yeah, I may have forgotten that, of course, you need to work to get mine. I may cheat, so I always just have every fucking job already, so I kind of forget you actually... If you're doing an advance run, then you need to do it to get these, but strictly speaking, it's not... Fork Tower is not at all necessary to beating the game. You do not have to go to Fork Tower to beat the game. Alright, so I don't know if this has changed, but I believe this is the fastest way to get him up there. You go that one, you do this one. Yeah, some fests have to go to Fork Tower, for sure. But, like, just, for actual thing, if you don't need the jobs, or you don't want Meteor or Holy or Flare... And if you want Meteor or Holy or Flare, you have a way past Rogue Wizard, so, most teams, like, you can just go. The only thing that's mandatory is the Pyramid. You do the Pyramid, you beat Melusine, you get the airship, you can go straight to the Void. You can just go. You don't even have to pick up the legendary weapons if you don't want to. You can just go straight to the Void. There is literally nothing stopping you. The vast majority of... So this is the scene where, yeah, Faris is like, I am your sister. And this prompts a new scene at Tycoon if you go and rest there. Hey, 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 hey! If you have a knife wielding class, you can do the bouncing it off reflect to silence him and then attack him. Remember that Gaia is some hippie shit? It is not magic, it's some goddamn hippie shit, and get it out of here. But no, it really was a thing where, of course, when I did the first few Fiesta runs, I often did more stuff in World 3 than I had to. I still do Phoenix Tower even when I don't have a summoner. 500 AP is a lot to give up, to be honest. But yeah, World 3 is almost entirely optional. It can be very good. There's a lot of good shit in World 3. Go pick up the magic lamp. For a start. Go grab that shit. It's easy. Takes like a minute. But if you just want to get to the end, you can just go straight into the void. Hey, they took our bird. I'm never thrilled when you do stuff without my permission, Mid. Alright, do a rest. Free hill, baby. Now, when you do Fiestas, you start off by, like, leaving off the, like, obviously optional stuff. You don't go get Bahamut, you know, you don't get Odin. And then as you do more and more, then you start leaving off more and more shit. No. Do you want to pull it, though? And mini. There we go. Alright. That is all the World 1 white and black magic spells. I think songs, I've gotten 3 of them now. Yeah, Mighty March, Rainfed, Alluring Air. Got the white, got the black. The time. Time is a pain in the ass. So I know for sure that at least one of these is in World 2. I think both of these missing ones are World 2. I believe it's like Float and Teleport. And then everything else is bought in further worlds than this. It's such a glaring gap in the time magic. It's weird to me that they didn't, I don't know, make it like these two? Because then it would still be weird that you had like 7, but I'm not sure why they put these spells here. It's such a strange gap. Anyway, we'll switch. Get in here. I'll go ahead and equip everyone with a Thunder Rod. I'm finding I'm not save stating anywhere near as much as I normally do. Entirely because I did a Retro Achievements run last time and I didn't have save states at all, so I'm now like out of, you know, I'm not save stating as much. Very funny. I'm just noticing that now. I'm normally very aggressive. This team doesn't require anywhere near as many save states as some other teams. This is a pretty powerful squad. Alright, look, they just left a, I like how our ship that got sunk by a whirlpool was very neatly docked, beside this airship. They just slot it right in there. It's a nice whirlpool, really. Airship, airship, airship. Wow, amazing. It's an airship! It's an airship with a friend on it. Hi, Crayclaw, what's up? So this guy is very funny. This is one of the few bosses in World 1 that is incredibly hard to kill with Xenonage. Throwing money at this guy is a bad idea. He has a ton of physical defense. His main problem is he has 2,000 health and a weakness to lightning. It's a bye. But he actually does have 25 physical defense, which is a lot of physical defense for a boss in World 1. And means that, like, throwing money at him, it's just throwing your money down the drain. Most bosses in World 1 have, like, 0 physical defense, apart from this guy and the next guy. Alright, time to get that 4th crystal, that damn 4th crystal. So there's not really anywhere else for us to go. I guess if we wanted to get the chests that are in the, in Jackal Cave. Yeah, the other thing about Crayclaw is that in Jackal there is tridents and coral swords, which are thunder elemental weapons. So right before you fight him, you can get thunder elements on anything that uses a sword and your dragoons, which is very funny. I don't think there's anywhere new to go with an airship. Whee! Go rest at Tycoon because it's funny. I hardly ever get to see this anymore because it's just basically I come to Tycoon once to get all the goodies and then that's it. There are multiple scenes here. Kiraga. So this is the point where the first Tycoon scene is, I think, missable, because there's no longer the scene where it's like, are you my sister? Because she's already admitted it. Yes, Princess Salsa. He's late. I do love the music. I've already raided the castle. There's no more to raid. We just came here for a nap and for some more story. Alright, going back to Sid and Mid. Hardest part of the game, getting on this one tile. It is incredibly easy to go 2 tiles with the airship instead of 1. It goes so fast. It was very funny playing Dragon Quest 3. The HD version that came out, and the game gives you, it's equivalent of an airship very late in the game, and oh my god, it was the slowest thing I have ever seen in my life. They patched it recently, and it's still not fast, but it's at least bearable. But when we first did it, it was so slow, and I just think about Final Fantasy V's airship, which is the fastest thing you've ever seen. Oh yeah, pick up the hovercraft. The airship is, oh yeah, precision in a thing that is not very precise. Going off to get some adamantite. Sure, what we've got. No, alright, switch to frost rods. I will take 2 fast over 2 fucking slow every day of the week because, oh my god, that bird was torturous. I was like so happy in Dragon Quest 3 to finally get the fucking airship and not having to sail anymore, because sailing has encounters and it's also like, they also sped that up in the recent patch. Dragon Quest 3 got like a HD got a patch, like, I don't know, a few weeks or a month ago, that sped up both the airship and the ship, and oh my god, it's so much better because it was so fucking slow. Alright, so this guy has also high, oh you son of a you, how dare you, high physical defense, but he is, funnily enough, he is level 20. So if you have a, blue mage, you can just fucking kill him. And he is weak to ice, which means, and he has very, he does have some magic defense, as you can see, but he doesn't have much magic defense, especially compared to, his physical defense, so he will go down pretty quick. You can also, like, break rods over him if you don't want to Blizzara, or if you have, like, you don't have a black mage. Breaking a frost rod or 2 over him is very easy, but yes, he's vulnerable to death, which is good. Kill him. I get the Phoenix down here, I must have, I usually do. Yeah. Sometimes I forget, I'm like, did I grab that Phoenix down? That I also did not know about until I was doing Fiesta. It's very funny when you do Fiestas for years, you find out stuff that you didn't know about, like secret chests and all sorts of weird shenanigans. You're like, oh, that was there the whole time? Oh, here we go. There we go. Way harder than it looks. Alright, take your goddamn adamantite. Yeah, see, it had to be fast so he could crash out and go around the world really quickly. I'm trying to think if there's anything I would want to do, like anything else I would want to do before Soul Cannon and going into the Ronka Ruins. I don't believe so. I have the Bard spells. I have all my other spells. I've been to every piano. None of the pianos are missable, but the problem with not doing them now is I will forget which towns I have done. and then have to just go around them all playing every piano, and I'm being like, ugh. But I think I've done them all. Take a look, y'all. We gotta destroy its cannons. Let's go. Shouldn't be a problem with this crew. I may want to crack a rod in the Soul Cannon fight rather than relying on Thundera, because the thing about the Soul Cannon fight is he's weak to lightning, but his little guys are not. And you want them dead as soon as possible, or they will ult you, and it sucks. There's a few places you can go up anywhere. The few places that we'd recommend is somewhere with a free healing. One is this library. Lix is also a really good choice as well. Alright, I shouldn't really have a problem with his little lads with all Thunder Rods, but I'll probably have to go buy a few more of these before I take on Soul Cannon, just so I can put them back on and Thundera him. So, funny thing about these guys is that they can't actually kill you. I mean, they can't kill you, obviously, but like they can't do it by themselves because their only move is Missile, which is a % damage-based attack. The thing about it is it fucking confuses you, and then your confused party members will kill you. There is Rocket Punch, so yeah, you can see it did half his current HP. Oh, Soul Cannon bunch of support casters. Ugh. Nightmare. Soul Cannon without good damage is, or good healing too, is absolutely wretched. If you have rods, you just need to just get like 10 thunder rods and slap them on him. It's a lot of money to pay to beat him, but like, oh god, absolutely better than trying to fight him. Fucker. Alright, these are flamethrowers. All they do is flamethrower. This can kill you because it's just a damage move. Hey, leave Galuf alone, will ya? I'm not, of course, particularly worried. I have white magic. I think the thing about this point in the game is that you really want high potions. At this point in the game, I'm actually pretty low level because my squad is this good. I'm only like level 17, which is lower level than I would normally be at this point in the game. I'd normally be closer to 20. But yeah, I'm at 400 health and potions heal 50. Potions are so bad. Specifically at the end of... Nope, oops. I missed, it's fine, we're fine. At the end of World 1 and the very start of World 2. Ugh, yeah, so I've also never really had to smack with a flail, yeah. And it really is, like... White magic is nice, but get fucked. You got damage? No. And then, like, yeah, if you can't kill his launchers and his launchers get old on you, and it's so bad. Probably better for me to just kill one of them than do the AoE. Yeah, there we go. I'm going down to heal anyway. That's fine. Yeah, Bard Soul Cannon is miserable despite the fact that you have hide, so you can in fact, like, get away from his wave cannon, but good fucking luck doing any goddamn damage to him with 4 bards. Nightmare. This is really why I do think Soul Cannon is probably... Soul Cannon... And I think probably Biblos. Definitely part of the reason why I like to play with the Chaos mod is that I'm less likely to have a scenario where I have, like, I don't know, all white mages and all my other classes are Earth jobs. Not that that can't be miserable on itself, but, you know, there are times when using the Chaos mod, I have a job I wouldn't normally have, rather than having to wait until after a boss, which using only white or thief or something sucks awful nuts. The thief is helpful, because I was saying you can't buy high potions into World 2, you can steal them. There are some enemies in, I think, the fire ship that have high potions as a steal, so if you're stuck with thieves for, World 1, then stealing high potions is absolutely where you should go. Oh yeah, Geo is useless in the Soul Cannon fight. It's so gross. There was a very funny thing that happened, I think it might have been a speedrunner, somebody, someone I was watching playing 5, and they actually grinded, I think it must have been the speedrun or the run maybe. They grinded up so high with their white mages that they actually had so much HP that Cura wasn't helping. Cura was not keeping up with the AoE damage they were taking from Wave Cannon, because Wave Cannon is percentage based and Cura is not. So that's like the funniest thing I've ever seen happen with Soul Cannon. Oh, I need to go buy more, Again, mostly because I want to break them, and then I want to still, you know, equip them and then Thundera. Once the launchers are dead, I'm pretty sure I'll have enough time. Buy an extra one of each, why not? But I imagine that White Mage Geo struggled with Biblos too. Biblos is a motherfucker of a fight without fire damage. If you're fire damage, she's a fucking chump. If you don't have fire damage, he is wretched. Yeah, you can see that his main body is, weak to lightning, but the launchers are not. I should kill both launchers. Yeah, good. I sort of did the last Thunder Rod for safety. I didn't think it'd be necessary, but... Yeah, you want to kill them before they, get old on you. I think now is a decent time for haste. I can also slow him, which I probably should do. I don't think it's like super necessary. Geo does get a fire move in the library. I don't think it's any good though. I mean, it's fine, but it's an Ignis Fascis, which is okay. Certainly not my first choice for that fight, but better than Thief, I guess. That could always be worse. Safety lock is offline. And my favorite thing to do with Biblos is to have a Beastmaster and then banish him into the goddamn void. It's very satisfying after having I think I had White and Thief. Oh man, terrible, terrible Biblos classes there. So this is another fight where Berserker, especially solo Berserker, I think the grinding you have to do for Sandworm probably helps with this fight. This fight is awful for a solo Berserker because there are 3 targets with the launchers, and the launchers cast ult on you, which drains your level and your damage and fucks you up. Now, what level was he for Soul Cannon? He said 62 wasn't enough. You needed level 77? Ouch. He's level 83 after Soul Cannon. And then, like, he's like, yeah, the rest of the game is actually pretty easy after that. It's like, yeah, you're level 80 goddamn 3. I got to level 82 to beat Omega, and doing that in the GBA bonus dungeon was hell, right? I can't imagine grinding to level 83 in World 1. Even for a solo character. I did kill off 2 of my characters, so I was just leveling 2 of them in the GBA dungeon, and it still took ages. Solo Berserker, man. Not even once. Alright. So like I said, I don't think I have anything I need to do before I go to World 2 in terms of like missables or collecting anything. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and go to the Rocket Ruins. This is the best time to like unlock your 4th job in my opinion and know if you should take Galuf with you on an adventure. Because after this dungeon, you lose Galuf, and I'm like, no. I don't want to do any kind of grinding without him. There's Galuf. Yeah, these guys aren't weak to anything. Nope, just anything either. That's not a lot of damage. Honestly, this dungeon is a weirdly big step up from the rest of World 1. The enemies in here have like more health and defenses, and yeah, it can take a while to kill them. Oops. That was supposed to be multi-target. So yeah, it can really, it can really kick your ass when you step in here. I got 10. Might as well Thunder Arrow. It made me not wanting to do stuff while one of my party members is gone. It's just a me thing. I don't like them being out of balance. Ain't everybody the same level? Or what's the point? So those headstones are weak to thunder. Good. I can definitely see why Typhoon 750 is kind of like my palate cleanser run. After doing like after doing runs where the game kicked my ass or I just didn't have any power, it's nice to just be like, eat some black magic to the face, please. Get dunked. I got a dark bow! I can't use that! God damn it. I've had that dark bow, which is a 1 out of 16, drop 2 runs in a row where I couldn't use it. That's just mean to me specifically. Don't drop things I can't use, it's mean. I won't get them in runs that I can use them. When I next get a ranger, I am not gonna get that dark bow dropped to me, and it's gonna be so sad. Because it is very useful. The dark bow inflicts, darkness on, or blind on your enemies, which is nice. Got a specific fight later in the game that's really nice about. But you know, whenever I get a rare drop on a playthrough that doesn't need it, I'm like, oh no. Because that means that rare drop is not going to happen for me in a playthrough where I do need it. It's going to hide from me. That's how these things work, you know? The RNG giveth and it taketh. It goes pretty good. I don't even know why I came with that golden shield. I can't use it. I guess I can sell it. It is a good idea to pick up stuff even if you can't use it, because then you can like sell it for money, but... Ooh, Sims bullshit, huh? I'm gonna lay in that tent. I bought 20 tents, I might as well use them, right? That's right, get out of here. We're almost at the end of World 1, we're getting there. Clapper Claw. Realizing that Clapper Claw is gonna be... Or Archeo Avis, if you want to get technical. Actually gonna be a huge pain in the ass. I have basically entirely... I mean, I have White Mage, so ultimately... I will be fine, but I kind of wonder if I want 2 White Mages? Kind of my consideration. Not any good for attacking. I did only buy 1 Mage Masher, didn't I? What more than that? I do have the main Ghost, which is better than the Mage Masher. So it could be 2 healers, 2 stabby stabbers. So the thing about Archeo Avis is that it punishes teams that are not well balanced. Because it goes from having really high physical defense and low magic defense to the opposite. So kind of the point in the Archeo Avis fight is to like have both good physical and magic attack. Hi Archeotoads, where are you weak to? Ice? Are indeed. Can't be bothered putting blizzard rods on, so this will have to do. Oh yeah, you'd absolutely be seeing colors no one has ever seen before. Unfortunate, this is where having red mage would probably actually be very helpful for me, because red mages would get the ancient sword here, which would be a pretty decent boon. Gained a level. There are holes in the floor. Go to the left to avoid them. Yeah, there's the ancient sword that is pretty useful for this upcoming fight. Not because it can ult, because it can't, but it's just a decently powerful weapon. For when Archeoavis is down to having lots of magic defense and having no weakness, and the other way around. Oh, really? Is that necessary? Round and around. It's very funny. I think the Ronkin Knights are... I mean, I don't say the worst enemy in the dungeon, because there's fucking Gildras and Hydras, so they're not the worst in this dungeon. But I do think they're much harder than most of the other enemies in the dungeon, like the Lamias, like the Headstones. They're quite chunky, and they don't have a weakness, so they're actually, probably gonna stick around and punch you a little bit. They're not particularly dangerous, because, like, there's very few actual dangerous encounters in this game, but... yeah, I don't have time for the Hydra. I'm not getting on the Hydra's back. Yeah, no. So Hydra's not again, not the worst enemy in here. That would be Ghidra. But they do absorb lightning, not weak to anything. They have 2,000 health. They're just not really worth it. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, Fire's is slightly more strength, and then it is arrow, so... We've got the Thunder Rod, and I think both of these want to... I think I want 2 white mages. equip these with Thunder Rods for now. Yeah, I feel like this is my setup. I think that's probably the way to go. No time for games. Because if this guy starts with really high physical defense and low magic defense, he's weak to air, which if you do a Blue Mage, you will have Era at this point. That's a decent shout. Otherwise, probably just Blizzara for now. Blizzara, doesn't matter, it's fine. I can words, no I can't. Well, I kind of wish he'd done that earlier. Each form, at least the first 4 forms, have 1600 HP, the last one is 2500. He is kind of a hell of a boss fight. Nope, I think that was a transition there to the next form. He can be slowed as well. Kind of the reason I didn't do it right away is that when his form dies, he has to be re-slowed every time. So in this case, hasting everyone was better because, yeah, I have to cast slow on him 5 times, and that first form was pretty easy, so no real point in needing to slow it down. Right now, second form absorbs ice, so don't be using Blizzara. You see we're doing less damage. I think that was that's him going into the next form, so I'll go ahead and slow him. This absorbs fire. But yeah, the way I tell his form has changed is that there is a hitch, yeah, like that, in the ATB for a bit, and that's him changing forms generally. Alright. Let's go with switching, actually, potentially switch to a normal weapon. At this point, he does have 12 physical defense and 24 magic defense, so this might be... It's hard to tell when our attack is so low if I'm better off attacking here or not, but I'm definitely worth slowing him. There you go. Oh, don't know if he's changed yet, actually. I'm still doing about the same damage. Oh, no, there's the last damage. Okay, doing less damage with a dagger. He does now absorb lightning, so that's what not to do against him right now. Very funnily, a blue mage can actually deal with all of his forms using maths. Blue Mage can solo this fight with Dark Shock, level 5 Death, and Death Claw, which is very funny. Blue Mages are just great. Blue Mages are the answer to every question. There we go, we're in his final form. This one has 6 physical defense and 30 magic defense. And is immune to lightning, ice, and fire. And air and earth. So, you know, it's not just the 3 black mage elements, but he is now immune to everything, which is a pain in the butt. I guess Lena has the flail, because she might as well get hit in. Woo! Yeah, this is kind of like, I think one of the few fights in the game where an all-magic team is, bad. An all-physical team also struggles a little bit. The thing about an all-physical team is that they struggle at the start, but get better as the fight goes. They're much better as the fight goes on. Which is probably the better place to be, ultimately. There's a move coming out, finally, through my, my slow on him. Whoa! On, you gotta hit him. He has 2,500 health here. We gotta move. There's so much damage to chunk through, and missing is not helping. We have no attack. It's very funny. Slowly beating him to death with staves and daggers. Ooh, that's kind of rough. My best damage dealer is on the floor. I don't actually know if Asuna heals this. I'll find out. Ah, sure does. Asuna heals a lot more things than I like think of a lot of the time. There we go. Slowly all those little stabs added up to a dead Clapper Claws. So I do think the funnest way of killing that fight is Beastmaster. 2 Beastmaster catches, one to do the vast majority of its health and damage in one go, the other to kill him by sap so that his form-changing script, which is a counter. A lot of, like, this isn't all of them, but a lot of them do this thing where if they form change or do something, it's based on, like, being hit. So it's like, counter, when you hit, do this thing. And so his form change is done on counter, you know, counter, hit for all your health, change form. But if he dies from sap, that doesn't trigger the counter script, which means he doesn't change form, he just fucking dies, which is incredibly funny. You can also do that with Monk's counter, because you can't counter a counter. So if he physically attacks someone with the Monk skill counter on, and that counter kills him, he also dies in that form, which is very funny. Alright, well, Galuf will be leaving us, so we'll go ahead and strip him of his gear. I do have a decision to make. Hang on, I'm gonna input the job numbers. And I have to decide if I want to make someone a bard. So we're gonna go down to three people. Which means we only have to use 3 of the 4 jobs we have, because we'll get the Earth job after this. And I would love to have someone singing, but it is easily the lowest amount of job points I need for everyone. They only need 175 job points to master Bard. It's not that many points doing all the bosses without it. I'm just not sure it's like useful. What was the other job I had you on? Black Mage? So it is probably sticking with White Time and Black Mage. Romeo's Ballad is helpful for at least one of the fights, but I think I have enough power that I don't need to worry about it. Alright, Dad possessed. I mean, you're gonna have to let me kill your possessed dad, sorry. Oh, another potato! Nothing but potatoes. Yay! Hi! Hi, small child, who gets the most adorable outfits. I do love that representation of him, bapping his amnesia away, just like slapping that question mark balloon. Very good. Hey, Krill. Hi, doing, girl? Down in a heap, never mind. We might want to switch off the crystal machine. And I do a lot of stuff with the sprites and the emotes. It's very good. Oops! We really should have turned that machine off. Kinda silly of us that we didn't.
The one crystal is such an awkward number.
I mean, it's true, but... Hi, X-Death! He's back, baby!
He is no longer X. He's just death.
He's just death? I mean, I think you would object to that. He is death. He is X-Death. I mean, I think you're gonna die. Bye! And the crystal's fucked, buddy. Crystal's already dead. That's been smashed in itty-bitty pieces. Alright, give give me a job. None of these are jobs I'll be using, but, you know, give me the job. Well, the first of many, actually, I'm gonna say the first of many dead dads, but Dorgan's already dead. So the second of many dead dads? Yeah, Dorgan really did speedrun the dead dad since it happened before the game started. Alright, Samurai, Dragoon, Dancer, and Chemist, but yeah. The reason why Dancer is called a 750 job is because it's one of the... yeah. Samurai and Dragoon can never be considered a 750, and otherwise you had three 750s and one no 750. Even Chemist is kind of not... I mean, it can't break rods, so it's not strictly a 750, but then again, neither is White Mage under that definition. Chemists can use staffs, a fact that I forget literally every time until I use a chemist again. And I'm like, oh yeah, chemists can use staffs, right. That is a thing. Alright, is this good? Is this good? You mean punching with your chemists? Nice. I remember it all. We sealed him here and then we kinda just forgot about it. You can break many staffs. I don't know if that's true. I know there's definitely a staff you can break. You can break the Staff of Light. Oh god, is it called that? The one that casts Holy when you break it. I really hate that, streamer mode is fucking broken. Like, it knows we're on OBS. Like, you go on a Discord, it's like, you've got OBS up. And it's like, I know, why have you not put streamer mode on? You've got the option that is automatically toggled. I don't know, it broke a couple of months back, and it doesn't seem like they're fucking fixing it anytime soon, so... I never remember to put it on manually. It's not usually a problem, except Vicus gets a lot more Discord notifications than I do. I mute everything. I'm like, I don't want to be bothered at any time. Never chirp at me. I have, like, most things on my phone don't chirp at me. I'm like, I don't want to hear any of it. Get out. Alright, well, once we've done this scene, which is, we're gonna go help Galuf. We could have made this decision a minute ago and gone with him, but I guess we have a bunch of bosses to do first. Ah, yes, of course, Galuf is not here, so Lena is taking top spot. I think I'll probably keep this. Like I said, I could change to Bard, but Bards master so quickly. Which I hate, because I hate having someone in a job that's not earning points. What a waste of points. But, so I can just leave it off here. I don't know what rod's best. Anyway, I need to go to the loo, and then get some water. So I will be right back. Anyway, I guess specifically the 750 thing is a reference to the cost of a rod. So anything that can't break a rod that you can buy for 750 is technically not a 750 class, but the classification is in spirit, not in practice, because otherwise that would be very restrictive. Anyway, alright. Let's go! So we're gonna go find Sid and Mid. If we went back to the underwater base, there would be a note saying, we've got to look at the meteorite. So we're gonna skip past that and just go straight to the meteorite. There's kind of one thing I like about this game a lot, is that there are NPCs and things that tell you where to go. So, like, you could figure out where to go from just talking to people and going to the places the game tells you to go, but you can also just skip that if you know where to go. You don't have to talk to the NPCs in town to get the dragon on North Mountain. You don't have to go find this note to get Sid and Mid to spawn in this fucking cave. It's kind of refreshing after playing a bunch of games with insane amounts of flag hunting, where if you don't talk to the people who tell you where to go, you can't go do the thing. Just have a game where it's like, yeah, if you know where to go, you can just go do the thing, it's fine. Alright, so we got all 3 meteors. Parabolus is probably the easiest one to do at this point. Does the Pixel Master Remaster have a little more flag setting? I don't I mean, the thing is, like, I don't remember, but then, like, I also know where all the flags are, so it would be harder for me to be like, oh yeah, I hate you having to do that one thing, because I would already know. So this fight is a matter. So all of these fights, very funnily, like most boss fights in this game, honestly, is like, hey, do you have this specific thing? So in this case, specific thing is, do you have AoE? If you do not have a consistent AoE, get fucked. Oh, you finished. Nice. Shinru's annoying. Yeah. Oh, you didn't get the Berserk and the Wonder Rod? Yeah. I nearly always, if I'm a staff user, I tend to pick up the Power Staff. Technically, my White Mage has Berserk, but it would have to get through Shinryu's ridiculous magic evade, which, ugh. So I always pick up the Power Staff. If I try not to have to Wonder Wand Berserk him, because it's a pain in the ass. You're right, Pixel Remaster does make you, doesn't let you pull the switch right away. You're right, that is one it does do. In this game, you can go push the switch, no, and I'll be like, do you want to pull the switch? Aw, you motherfucker. Well, they're really low health. I'll just let them blow up in my face while I sit and chat. But yeah, you're right. It does make you, in that room, you can't get mini without doing the whole rigmarole, which is very annoying. Cheer health! I cannot believe that I've got these guys down to like single-digit health. Killed one of them. Ooh, that guy had 30 health left. Man, the variants really got me here, huh? I've mentioned how piddling regain is. I haven't actually shown it. It's so piddling now. $28, baby! How long that took? There we go. Oh, I got 51. 37. So the thing about these guys is they have a counter script when they die that says, arise. So revive every other thing that's dead when I die. This doesn't go off if they kill themselves, which is why I'm letting them self-destruct on my face, but it's why you have to kill them all at once instead of one at a time. I got a little unfortunate that the one guy at the bottom took so much damage that he died. Let's speed this up, shall we? Come on. Blow up in my face, please. I haste him. Go faster, buddy. Thank you. He had 65 health left. Wow, I really got unlucky that guy died. So self-destruct does their current HP and damage to you. They start with 1500, so if they decide to self-destruct on you early, it gets messy very quickly. But there it was like, he just did not want to self-destruct on my butt. And it's like, well, I was on the square and I missed it. Yeah, I don't remember going for the note for Sid and Mid before they were in Tycoon, but also, like, I could absolutely believe that you had to find their note first in the Pixie Remaster, which is weird, because, yeah, I mean, I really do like that, like, if you know where to go, you can just go. You don't have to find the person who tells you. Do the rigmarole with the room, you can just pull that lever, baby! Alright, okay, I just stopped, so I think Titan should be fine. Stomp is kind of also probably the thing I use on the Chimera Brain. Yeah, the main thing here is that I cannot afford to take an earthquake. I think the earthquake will kill everyone here. It's gonna get interesting. Yeah, Zooks! The dead monsters, and then there's just one, and it's a summon monster, which is very funny. Alright, hello Titan. Titan is single-handedly the reason why Summoner is better off than Black Mage for the start of World 2. Because Titan here is a lot stronger than the other summon magic at this point. Titan has 110 base power compared to Ramu's 53. You also, near the start of World 2, get Gaia Gear, which boosts the damage of Titan. Boosts all earth damage. He's heavy, so he is not stopped for long. He is vulnerable to it, but he, as you can see there, he got an attack off. He is, like Omega, he is not stopped for a very long time, and that's because of his heavy— No! Wow. Dick. Better off curing, I think. What an asshole! I can't believe he slapped me with an earthquake. What a dickhead. So he has a 1/3 chance of doing that every second round. It's like 1 in 3 to earthquake you. So he's getting fucking spicy on me. If he earthquakes me again, I am just like fucking dead. Stop him! He's 2,500 health. I'm not sure he's dead yet. Oh, thank God. Alright. Oh. So when he, the reason I was stopping him is that when he dies, he also has a counter earthquake you. And I really wasn't sure at like 400 odd health that any of my party members were gonna survive that. And I barely did, so I was right to be a lot worried about that. But that is tightened down. We'll go to the library, heal, and then we head for the final boss, Chimera. This guy is also weak to stop. I'm not sure it's better than just blasting him. Like, it's absolutely worth it with Titan, in order to get that, kill without him earthquaking you, but I'm not sure it's worth stopping this guy. Alright, in we go. This guy is weak to a few, useful status ailments, like death. Technically, you could death potion him with a chemist. I don't generally find it's worth the use of the dark matter, which is kind of a pain in the ass to get. If you're a chemist, you want to death potion the crystals in World 2. You don't want to be using dark matter on this guy. You can pretty much just brute force this jerk. Be slowed. Yeah, you can be slowed. Let's go ahead and do that. The really good thing about slow and haste is I don't think they ever wear off. Other things do wear off, but not slow and haste, so it's, slap it on forever and you're feeling good about it. You can get rid of it, but I don't think it can just wear off on its own. Ooh, Frost is quite nasty, because anything that puts sap on you, it's just mean. Hey, ooh, I'm gonna do a bunch of party-wide damage, and I'm gonna make every single second you take after that hurt like hell. I think sap plus Maelstrom is the big reason why Omega is such a jerk to fight straight up, because Wave Cannon sapping you is the reason why Maelstrom is deadly. Maelstrom by itself just puts you down to single-digit health. That's recoverable. Single-digit health while you are losing points of health every time the ATB ticks sucks. Sucks nuts. It's deadly, baby. Yeah, get fucked, buddy. I'll take your Phoenix down. Alright, converging. We're heading to World 2, and as I said, I don't think I have any reason to stick around in World 1. Like, I could buy more rods, it's not the worst thing. Black Mage has a real power problem at the start of World 2. But at the same time, I do have Bard. So I don't think it's that much of a problem. How many of each do I have? Okay, I'll pick up one more Thunder Rod, so I have like an extra to break of each, but I do not think I will need to be breaking rods. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely very funny to me that Black Mage is a really good class, like really, really good class. One of the best in the game, but the start of World 2 is really not great for Black Mages, because the level 4 spells are very utility, very like niche. You don't get the Agas until kind of the end of World 2. And then like once you get the Agas, your Black Mage is a fucking beast again, right? But until that point, you were relying on the Aras, which are starting to be lackluster in terms of damage. Like Summoner, at least Summoner also struggles, mostly anything that's immune to Earth, but you do get Titan, and you get boosted Titan, which is 1.5 times Titan, and Titan is very strong. The only problem with Titan is he costs like 25 MP, I think. Yeah, he sure does. He is expensive to cast, but he is very strong. Anything that isn't immune to Earth, so anything in the air is immune to Earth, anything flying. But anything that isn't is probably going to die very horribly to Titan. So Summoner does have some strength, even if Ifrit, Ramu, and Shiva, even by the start of World 2, those three are starting to, like, really lose their luster. At least you have Titan. Alright, so there is an enemy on here. Hi, pal. So these guys have a 100% tent drop. You do get a little scene. Don't know how long. Yeah, you have to wait. And the game goes, hey, use a tent. You can also just use a tent right away. You don't have to fight a guy and get a tent. And it's just like, if you don't have a tent, the game is providing you tents, so you can't soft lock yourself here. And like, can I beat the Abductor? Interesting question. I mean, it depends if he maelstroms me. Very funnily, the retro achievement set for the Final Fantasy V Fiesta doesn't include Shiva as a boss, so like, it basically the Fiesta retro achievements is just beat bosses with the number of jobs you should have and the type of jobs. So like an onion, only the onion jobs, and only 4 of them. Some optional bosses are included. Beating this guy is a Chivo. You don't have to beat him, he can kill you and you go ahead just fine. But you have to beat him for the Chivo. But Shiva isn't one, and Ramu isn't one. But at the same time, Gill Turtle is. Which is a baffling decision to me, frankly, that making the Gill Turtle a Chivo for the 4-job Fiesta run, regular, Meteor, and Onion is like wretched. Wretched. Don't fight the fucking Gill Turtle. He's not worth fighting. He is entirely optional. He is very missable because once you have gone from World 2 to World 3, he no longer exists except in the GBA bonus dungeon. Oh, gas! Oh, we're such a dummy. We're such a dummy. And like, some teams just don't have a good way to fight him. Like, asshole. Technically, every team can get float, but you have to confuse a fucking poison eagle into floating you, which sucks nuts if you've ever had to do it. It's terrible. It's like so bad. Can't recommend doing it. So it's very funny to me that Gill Turtle is, but Shiva isn't. Very strange. Like, well, most teams don't need to fight Shiva, because it's a summon, and it's like, no team needs to fight the Gill Turtle. If you were playing the US GBA version on emulator, quick save your way to money. I do it every single run. I enjoy having money. I don't enjoy fighting the Gill Turtle. Cheat your way through the cave. Do not do Gill Cave legit. That guy sucks. I do love the quick save, the quick save glitch of resetting the encounter that allows you to, get a shit ton of money while never seeing the gill turtle. Never ever. Never seeing that fucker. I did fight him in my onion run, but the thing is, I fought him because I had red mage. And the thing about red and black mage is they have Greg spotted. Is that they have a way to damage him without getting countered. So the reason why the turtle sucks is very many reasons. He hits like a truck. But one of the main things is that every time you hit the gill turtle, he counters you with two, much like Omega, he counters you with 2 attacks. That do damage and confuse you, and it just sucks. But like Omega, there is a way to get around his counters if you have black magic, because what you can do is if you put reflect rings or reflect on 3 of your 4 party members, cast it yourself, so like 3 of your party members will bounce the spell at the enemy, but 1 of them will take the hit. What this does is it bypasses the counter thing, because you hit yourself. It's this really weird thing of, if you have 4 reflects and you reflect off yourself, the enemy will counter you. But if you hit yourself while you're doing this multi-target spell, the enemy will not. So I got 3 reflect rooms from Barrier Tower, and I reflected Blizzaras off myself onto him, to kill him, without taking any counters. Which also bypasses his Earthquake on defeat, thing that he has, much like Titan. Which will kill you if you are not in the air. If you are not in the air, that thing just fucking destroys you. It does so much damage at that point in the game. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Thunder Rod seems fine enough. Get in the back row. Let's go. But yeah, most people just don't bother with Gill Cave at all because, like, you either don't wanna deal with the Gill Turtle, you know, like fuck that guy. And you could keep fighting him because, like, every time you move a step, you can fight a new Gill Turtle. So it's not even a matter of beating him once. You might have to beat him multiple times if you want to do it legit. Or you gotta cheat, quick save your way through, and doing that is tedious. You have to quick save every 2 steps. Because otherwise you will hit an encounter on the 3rd. So it's 4 for the first one. As long as you have to reset before you go in, because otherwise the encounter table for the rest of the dungeon gets you. But if you quick save at the entrance, you can do 4 steps, and then the 5th will be an encounter. So you quick save there, and then it's every 2 steps you have to quick save after that. You get a lot of money for it, so I enjoy doing it, because I like going into World 2 with a shit ton of money and being able to buy 4 Hermes sandals, but it is a cheat. It is a glitch, really. It is tedious, and honestly, you can get money pretty easily in World 3. I like getting the Hermes sandals right away, but if you do any of the stuff in World 3 before getting the Hermes sandals, you'll get enough money. You can even get free Hermes sandals in Phoenix Tower, if you're spicy. It is the Hermes sandals are a rare drop from the Cherie enemies in Phoenix Tower, so you can even get some for free. I actually don't know if you get the money if you turn off encounters in Pixel Remaster. I don't think I've attempted it, but I don't know what happened. Someone would have to test that. Okay, now I do have to, hang on a second, I do have to make someone a bard. It's probably Galuf. Alright, we're gonna get our bard. Let's go. Let's go. Probably, I was gonna say, probably the best support class in the game. It's quite, there are a lot of very good support classes in this game. Bard is, not Dark Arts, songs, please. So Romany's Battle, this is why I think this is probably in contention for one of the best songs in the game. the vast majority of random encounters are stoppable. There are even some stoppable bosses, as we saw. Titan was stoppable, and there's specifically one boss who's very stoppable, and I think is one of the reasons why Romeo's Ballad is just incredible as a song. And now we have this guy singing at every fight. There we go, I have my full squad. We have Black, we have Time, we have White, we have Bard. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know if I went into Guild Cave on Pixel Remaster, but I would have to... I don't think I'll have a save in World 2, so I can't actually, like, verify that. I'm sure someone's done it, though? Someone must have tried it, right? Hard for me to imagine that people wouldn't go, hey, can I just cheese the Guild Cave? So, if the notes go off, at least one thing on the screen has been stopped. It won't go off at all if nothing gets stopped, but if you have multiple enemies, that doesn't mean every enemy is stopped. It could just be like, you know, one of the 3 or 4. I love how he's like, I'm gonna get on the ground here. Don't let me see. Galuf didn't give a fuck when he was invading. He just walked right past that window. He didn't care at all. Hey, Galuf is now the Spoony Bard. Bard is a class I do like to see in a Fiesta, because it is a guaranteed Triple Crown. At least Shinryu Triple Crown from Bard sucks, actually. It's very funny that Bard is the class that, like, fucking amazing for Omega. Does work for Shinryu, but the method of it working is wretched. I do not enjoy the Bard method for fighting Shinryu. Yeah, you can really see the R's starting to kind of be a bit garbage. Alright, I need to get... I do find that that's quite good, though, that, like, black mages aren't... Oops. Black mages aren't that great at the start of World 2. I like that, like, the job system is balanced in such a way that, you know, it's not super balanced. There are classes that are better than others and all that sort of thing. But even the best classes in the game have areas or bosses where they're just not anywhere near as good. I think most of the things here are weak to lightning, but also there's a particular enemy here that absorbs lightning. But at the same time, we actually should have gone down the middle, I think. We should hopefully, if I do this correctly, not be fighting any random encounters on the bridge. After this one. This one's mandatory. Turn up the volume. Time for the best theme in the game. There we go. Alright, I did part 1. Part 1 correctly is nice. Alright. This fight is actually probably gonna be a pain in the ass. I don't have... I can slow him, which is nice. And I can counter his haste with slow, which is good. Otherwise, I don't have a great deal of damage, apart from maybe snapping rods, but I want to avoid that, because I don't have that many and I don't have a way of buying more. We'll do Mighty March. He cannot be stopped or confused, so that's kind of the only thing that Sing can do. We'll go ahead and slow him. He will haste himself, but slow for now is good. Probably go ahead and protect on everybody. And haste on everybody. Oh, that's such a banger. So the thing about this fight is he's not terribly hard until you get him down from 6,500 to... Ow! Jerk! To 2,500 health. At that point, he becomes a real piece of shit. He casts Haste and Protect on himself. Is it a shell? I'm not sure, I don't remember. We'll find out! And then he starts jumping at you for like 300 damage. Just a real jerk.
We'll see that and say, hell yeah.
It's true. So the main strategy is zerging him down. Gets harder, of course, once he hits that 2,500. He does cast Shell on himself, so the thing is, like, he literally halves all damage on him at 2,500 health remaining. We have not gotten to the point that we can buy high potions, which, you know, means that, like, if you don't have white magic, good fucking luck healing. And he does a lot of damage. He is vulnerable to things like old and slow, clearly, which is nice, but yeah, he... Alright, with that, he is heavy, so I cannot gravity him. Probably just switching to blasting his butt. Now, I have Protect. I have Haste, so I'm slowing him, and I'll recast slowing him once he buffs himself. You can blind him, that's really good for his physical attacks. You can also ult him with the Ancient Sword, which makes him do... His jumps still do, like, lots of damage, but his normal attacks don't. Yeah, thank you, Protect. It's funny that he is just kind of pushover in the Gala fight, because you just whack him a few times and he runs away. It didn't work. But in this fight, he's actually kind of a real dickhead.
He was just surprised.
Yeah, it's true. Oh god, that damage is so piss. Oh, it's so bad. If you have a Beastmaster, you can bring bears in. Bearaga does a decent amount of damage. The good thing to do is to get him right above the threshold and then hit him with a bear. Which, if it doesn't kill him, will at least get him close. Yeah, slowing that haste doesn't seem to be working. It should, but... Might actually be slowed. He's not attacking me. I wonder if the slow stopped the haste from working. Hard to tell when I'm hasted. Yeah. Fair enough. And at least he's got a banger of a track to listen to while you slowly chip away at him. Alright, and then he like fucks off. And you don't even get anything for the fight. You get victory and all of that work. And you get nothing. Alright, this is the part of the bridge that I am bad at. So let's see how it goes. Yep. Yeah, sure, you get the promise of more Greg in the future. But yeah, so basically how the encounters on the bridge work are there are encounter tiles on the bridge. But there is a way past all but the first one. The very first one is across all three, so the first encounter is guaranteed. But yeah, if you know where the encounter tiles are, you can dodge them. And I do enjoy dodging all the encounters on the big bridge. It's very fun. And like, I ain't fighting anybody today. Get out of here. And then we end up in a swamp where we can finally buy high potions. If you don't have White Mage, you are like so fucking happy when you reach this town. Finally, 500 HP heals. We're gonna go ahead and tent because we are very damaged, very MP light, really. All right, let's head over to the next town. Okay, this is what basically all random encounters will look like now. My bard sings them. Goes, you ain't going anywhere, and then I cook them with my black mages. And Comet soon. I'm about to get Comet, which is potentially better than the Aras. It's kinda gets a bit random. There's a lot of MP spent on a single random encounter. Choo. At least it's completely safe with all enemies stopped in their tracks. Unfortunately, doing it fast does use even more MP because they don't do the AoE. Don't sneak up on me, jerks. Pub. We know what a pub means. But first, gotta sleep? Caliph, go to bed. You're an old man. To sleep your weary bones. We helped, I think. We helped, I think. The pub. Pub. The thing about having black, white, and time is that this town is gonna be fucking expensive. Because black, white, and time are the spells you can buy in the shop. So I'm gonna have to buy so many spells, so many spells. I could dance there forever, but yeah, they're sneaky about their fucking piano. It's here in the back. We've done another piano. We do have, like, some cash. Look at this cash that's about to fucking disappear. We got Blink, we got Shell, we got Asuna, which we do already have, at least, so we've saved a little bit of money here. Then we have, so the thing about black magic is, yeah, you get Drain, you get Break, you get Bio. I think the thing about Bio is that kind of one of the upcoming dungeons has a lot of undead enemies in it, which Bio doesn't do anything for. I also don't think Bio gets boosted by, like a Poison Rod. I don't think so. I'm like, do I know that for sure? It's like, actually, I don't know if I know that for sure, but I don't think so. Now we have, you know, potential for knives. Talk to the small child. Did her ribbon get off too? So yeah, we basically spent all our money on magic before we even got to come in here and spend it all on armor. Oh, alright. Alright, let's see what I can sell. There's probably like a whole bunch of stuff I can sell. It's okay, we do not need any drinks. We do not need any turtle shells. Dark Matter doesn't sell for anything, so I'm just gonna keep it. It's like 5 whole gil, baby! Same with the shurikens. Ancient Sword, cannot use, get rid of it. Broadsword, cannot use, get rid of it. Bow, Moon Blade. I have already sold a lot of shit, I see. Shields, can't use them. Thief's Glove sells for 1500, can't use it, might as well get rid of it. Ribbon sells for nothing. Sorry, sells for 1 gil. Sells for 1, that's not nothing, I guess. Alright, that does give me enough to buy out the armor. Alright. Now Faris has Comet, which is probably better than an arrow. It's only single target and it's a little random. I'm not entirely sure if I still want to just do like rod boosted arrows. It's interesting. I'll probably switch to the Thunder Rod for absolutely no reason. Alright. I stop there for today. It's a decent stopping point, getting to the, this point of World 2, kicking myself out. Alright, well, next time, which will be Friday, we'll continue on in World 2. We're gonna have to get back to, Gal's Castle and loot it. Where we'll finally get a very useful time spell. Yeah, I would say Black Magic struggles, but once we get the submarine and get through Barrier Tower, I think Barrier Tower is probably going to be the roughest point. After that, we should be fine. We should be rolling. Good times. Alright, well, World 2 Friday tomorrow. I don't know what SNES platformer we'll be playing, but we will be playing a SNES platformer in the evening, so join us for that. More FF5 on Friday. Bye, everybody!